2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
Alright. We are testing our stuff here because things weren't working so well. Just want to see if they're working now. Alright, we are looking at stock prices, which are insane this morning. Everything is up, or down, I mean, because of Trump's tariffs. The whole world is not happy. Sentiment is not good. And it's the word all around. Everybody's talking about it. And it's not pretty. Here's one right here. Let me see if I can flip to this. This one should surprise everyone. They are discussing banning contracts with U.S. companies, including Starlink. At the moment in Canada, we're waiting for that to start. Should be in about 2 minutes. We are going to start doing this more often. I have to figure out how to set up all the screen sharing and grouping of windows and stuff. I haven't played with that too much at all. But let's while we wait for that. Oh my goodness. While we wait for that, look at all the stocks. They're crashing big time. So we should have this starting any moment. Hopefully they start on time. Sometimes they do not. And like I said, this is Doug Ford speaking for Ontario. They're discussing banning contracts with U.S. companies, including the likes of Starlink, perhaps even Tesla. I'm hearing they're thinking about tariffing Tesla. Bans on contracts is something we haven't heard as much about in Canada, but we knew it was there and coming. Here it comes. Not sure how long it's going to take, obviously, before this gets started, too. We are going to be working on this more. I'm going to be putting more studying into grouping these windows together so this works out, and dealing with the timing. Not many people do this live, and there's a good reason for it. A real good reason. Well, Jacob, I tell you what, thank you for the compliment, calling me a young man. You know how young I am. I'm almost 70, but going on 19. Sounds like a bunch of bees. Let's I'm sure that will get started when it gets started. I hear nothing yet. I think the world is about to flip the script, though. China is taking over as the wealthiest nation, and the EU and China and Latin America are going to take over as the trading sector. The U.S., because of the instability of the last decade, I mean, making enemies with Canada just doesn't make sense for the U.S., because once they find new trading partners, rebuilding that, I'm not sure what that is, but I want it to end. Yeah, I want that to go away. That is a no-no. Yeah, we don't want the, I don't want the copyright for that. Anyway. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, here he comes. It doesn't make sense for the trade war with Canada once they find all new trading partners. When all this Trump hoo-ha is over and America wants to rebuild this, you can't just rebuild the supply chain. It's going to take years. Alright, are they done with the happy? Yeah. Let's find out what this is about. Why are we talking about firefighters? I thought this was about bans on contracts. Well, we'll see.
Survival training, including vehicles, crops, certifying over 70 OPFFA members who will go out across the province and deliver this critical training to our members.
I'm glad I could be an inspiration. Jacob's
to assist
revenge.
building 5 new training centers that will certify 28,000 firefighters over the next 5 years. These firefighters will go out and they will help address the emerging response coverage needed across this great province as we continue to grow. Establishing the Fire Protection Grant to support cancer initiatives and prevention. Allowing us to have funding upgrades in our fire stations and our
Oh, they're
protection systems.
preventing cancer
Will help us
is a good
eradicate cancer from the fire service.
thing, and the fire service
Launching
is a
mental
good
health
thing.
supports
But again,
for public safety personnel programming, specializing in fire.
what does this have to do with their headlines?
OPFFA members to receive peer support training for peer support resilience programs. Strongly supporting the Runnymede Health Center's post-traumatic stress injury clinic, allowing us to break ground on this critical service needed across this province for all first responders, to keep them healthy, to keep them in the community, serving those.
Yeah, I believe Canada's going to find new trading partners. They're going to be dealing with the EU and Mexico and
Ontario immediate family wellness
Latin
program
America, other places they can
for all
still,
first
even
responders,
Japan, places they
families
still
of first
can
responders,
trade
the loss
and
of
sell
life
their goods
or by suicide,
tariff-free,
immediate,
pretty much.
rapid access to treatment counseling.
And it'll be cheaper than dealing with America.
With the OPFFA,
But once they do that,
locals,
Canada's a small country. Rebuilding that production for trade partnership when all this Trump stuff is over is just, it's going to be deadly for them.
Premier Ford and his government have taken the time to listen and to understand the unique challenges facing firefighters.
They're going to fall further and further behind.
They have taken action to ensure public safety is met and that our members' health and safety needs are met. I'm honored today to announce that the Ontario Professional Firefighter Association Board of Directors has unanimously voted to endorse Premier Doug Ford and his leadership of the Ontario Progressive Party for the upcoming 2025 election. Premier, you have the confidence of the OPFFA, and we know that you will continue to work to address fire and life safety in the province of Ontario. Please join me in welcoming Doug Ford to the podium.
Well, good morning, everyone, and I just want to thank you, Greg. Thank you for your very kind words, and Bob, thank you for being here as well. Along with a team of firefighters, the absolute champions, and I always say I will always have their backs. And I want to say thanks to my Ontario PC candidates for also being here today. David Piccini, another champ that worked with the firefighters for a long time, ever since becoming the Minister of Labor, from Northumberland, Peterborough South. So great to see you, David. And hometown gal, Christine Hogarth from Etobicoke Lakeshore. It's just great to have both team members here. I'm honored to have the endorsement of the Ontario Professional Firefighter Association. Their first endorsement in nearly 15 years, and their first endorsement ever of our PC team. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it.
It's good to have the firefighters on the side in case it gets Donald Trump disease, liar pants on fire.
Ontario's firefighters are second to none. Every day they put their lives on the line for us. They suit up and run straight into danger, right into fires. And again, thank you. It's truly inspiring, and I'll tell you, we could all use a little bit of that firefighter bravery right now. Before here in Ontario and across Canada, we're entering in a really challenging time. Some of the toughest we've ever faced. Tomorrow, President Trump's tariffs against Canada go into effect. And I'm just so disappointed in him. I'm so disappointed that he's chosen to walk away from a trading relationship that for decades has made life better for millions of workers on both sides of the border. I wish we weren't here. I wish Ontario and Canada were working together with our American friends and allies, working together to make Canada and the U.S. the richest, most successful, safest, most secure two countries on the planet.
Sorry I'm so quiet. And we will be working on this a little bit. I wasn't quite prepared, and it's hard to do this live. Truly is.
Tariffs that will hurt America and make Americans poor. They'll see inflation.
I see why a lot of these guys do this recorded for sure.
Now, Canada has no choice but to hit back, and hit back hard. As Premier of Ontario, the federal government has my full support for a strong and forceful response. Tariff for tariff, dollar for dollar. If Canada is going to win this fight, we need to respond together. Everything needs to be on the table. Everyone needs to share in the burden. We have so much of what America needs, so much of what their economy and military depend on. Whether it's our high-grade nickel right here in Ontario that everyone in the world wants, that they use for manufacturing, they use for their military, and other critical minerals across the board. Energy and electricity, uranium, potash, and aluminum. We need to maximize our points of leverage and use them for maximum impact. Tomorrow, the LCBO, which sells nearly $1 billion worth of American beer, wine, spirits, and seltzer every year, will remove all U.S. products from
That's going to be a
shelves
sight,
and
for
wholesale
sure.
catalog. Starting today, and until U.S. tariffs are
Not just
removed,
removing it from the
Ontario
stores, but the
bans
restaurants
American
and stuff won't be able to
companies from
reorder it.
contracts. Every year, the Ontario government and its agencies spend $30 billion in procurement, alongside our $200 billion plan to build Ontario. And I'm urging all 444 municipalities to do the same. U.S.-based businesses will now lose out on tens of billions of dollars in new revenues. They only have President Trump to blame. We've gone one step further. We'll be ripping up our contract with Elon Musk's Starlink. Ontario
There
won't
it
do
goes.
business with people hell-bent on destroying our economy. Friends, there's no sugarcoating it. The coming
Best thing they
days
could
and
do right
weeks
now
will
is
be
to cause
incredibly difficult.
Elon Musk a lot of pain.
Trump's tariffs are going to devastate our economy. These tariffs will put up to 450,000 jobs at risk from every sector in every region. No one will be immune. Everyone will feel the impact. With your support, with a strong, stable 4-year mandate that will outlive and outlast the Trump administration, I will stop at nothing to keep you safe. I will do whatever it takes to protect Ontario. I'll invest tens of billions of dollars to retrain workers for new opportunities, to retool companies for new customers, to reshore supply chains, and rebuild roads and highways to create new jobs. I'll make the tough choices to make Ontario's economy the most competitive place to invest, create jobs, and do business. That's why I'm asking for your vote on February 27th. To build Ontario's economy, to protect workers, to keep us competitive, clean up our streets, and deliver better care. President Trump is trying to break Canada. He thinks he can divide and conquer. He doesn't know what we know. Canada is not for sale.
Yes, if he could
None
see
of us want to be in this situation.
what is
As you
actually
were
going
here, time and time again, I've witnessed the best of our province and our people. We've faced this kind of challenge before. We've always
If he could
emerged
see what was
stronger,
going on in
united,
Canada right
more
now and the
independent.
anti-American
Once
sentiment
again,
and
we will answer the
boycotting
call.
of American
Together,
products,
we will meet this moment. We will stand united. We'll stand strong. Together, we will protect Ontario. Thank you so much, and may God bless the people of Ontario. Thank you.
that, yeah, there's a lot of anti-American sentiment here right now, a lot. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere on social media. We're even seeing it on X. So it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. And here we are again, looking at the stock prices. They're continuing to go down. I mean, it bounces like the stock market will. A couple points up, a couple points down, but it is definitely way down. It's pushed up to 714 now. And just for the Stoics, 600. The DAX is down. FTSE is down. CAC is down, FTSE is down, everything is down. I'm going to refresh that because the Dow is down, the S&P 500 is really down. They're getting their butts kicked. The VIX is up, but I'm not. The Dow dropped 600 points after the U.S. hit key trading partners. That happened yesterday. I mean, while the stock market wasn't open. Closed trading, all kinds of selling was going on. That was crazy. I did want to get that Doug Ford announcement in there. I thought that was interesting. They are going to ban contracts with U.S. companies like Starlink. They actually have contracts with Starlink. They're canceling. That is crazy. That is, as solid as they are standing together. I did not foresee that coming because Starlink holds the rural parts, and there are a lot of rural parts in Ontario. It was giving them access that reliable access that they didn't have. But there are other ways today. I mean, the Canadian companies have come a long way since COVID, bringing rural communities into the internet and the media this way and stuff. Phone service, a long, long way. Anyway, we're going to work on this. We're going to get this working for us. We're going to get these tabs grouped together, and we're going to try to make this work live. Dow dropped 600 points after it's hit. Key trade partners with tariffs. U.S. that is. Feds are keeping key interest rates steady, but they're keeping them up right now because it's definitely they're going to see inflation start to skyrocket. So yeah, the tariffs are rocking global markets. Trump's meme coin, pump and dump coin, as you want to call it, it's down. People are losing their money while Trump is making tons of money. That in itself is a conflict of interest. Elon Musk has a hold of the Treasury's payment systems, and they've shut down U.S. aid offices today, which is more craziness. Without U.S. aid, there's going to be, the poor nations going to be a mess if you don't have that outreach. It's pretty hard to make yourself look like a civilized country that cares for anybody, including its own people. And not that that ain't becoming abundantly clear anyway, as far as Trump is concerned and his leadership style. Abundantly clear indeed. Here's what could get more expensive. I mean, they keep talking about avocados as if that's the most important thing in the world, but avocado is just one of many. One of many exported items from Mexico, or car parts they hadn't even mentioned. The booze at the hockey game was the other thing. Anyway, we got the main thing we wanted to do here with this very brief update. Ontario announcing that they are cutting contracts with American companies and banning them, especially, and they outlined Starlink specifically. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they already have contracts with Starlink, so that is coming to an end. I didn't specifically hear when, but I know the tariffs take place starting tomorrow, so the retaliation will most likely, some of it will start tomorrow. There is more to come. I guess February 21st, there's more to come. There's also an election coming on the 27th for the federal government, because Justin Trudeau had resigned, so I'll be voting on a new government. Anyway, we're going to end this. We'll work on it. Thanks for joining us. Jacob, thank you for your support. Thank you for your compliment. We'll see you later. Bye.